How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody in the elevator says, Happy Friday! Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
It's AutoNation's Black Friday used car sales event. Now through Sunday only. Take advantage of reduced prices on thousands of used cars, trucks, and SUVs. All makes, all models on sale. Domestics, imports, luxury, on sale. This is one Black Friday used car sales event you can't afford to miss. Hurry to the AutoNation store near you today or shop now at AutoNation.com.
Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast urging you to let it go and don't look back. With nationally acclaimed professional organizer Christine Stone and self-proclaimed hot damn mess radio and TV personality Eden Kendall.
Welcome, everybody, to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast for women over 50. Very rarely do we have a man as a guest on our show.
I know.
So I'm Eden. Christine is here. And typically we talk about everything from empty nests to menopause to cleaning out that over 50 closet to pop culture and some of the fond memories we have. And that's the way we're leaning for this episode.
Yes.
So please welcome one of the very rare. I was trying to think, and I think fashion icon George Brusha might be the only other gentleman.
Yes, I think so too.
That we have had.
Yep.
So please welcome a friend of mine. This is Steve Howard, who owns a company called Trivia Nation. And let him explain what Trivia Nation does, because it's something wherever you're listening, because we have listeners in Florida, we have listeners in Australia, they're all over the world. So hopefully there's somewhere in the near vicinity of where you're listening that you can play team trivia at a bar or restaurant. But let Steve explain like his business model. It is amazing.
Eden, Christine, thank you for having me. I'm super excited today. This is great. I thought I was the first and only gentleman.
Well, in the room, because that was satellite.
Yeah.
You entered.
Sweet. Okay, so
you're the first to enter this.
Okay.
You're the first testosterone to enter this room.
That was the selling point. Really. That was the first man.
It really was. And at the time when I said it, I believed it. But I looked back and remembered we had a Zoom
with George.
Yep. So we have to say that much. But no, you're the first in the room.
That's great. I'm super excited.
You've definitely created a new atmosphere in here. So why did we invite you is the question.
Yes.
Tell everybody what you do.
That's what I asked you. Why are you inviting me? No, I own a company called Trivia Nation, and thankfully Eden has worked with us for, I don't know, a couple of years now, I believe, Eden and Steve. And we bring people together to have fun. And we do that via live trivia and music bingo shows and now game shows at restaurants and bars and private and corporate events. And we have a fantastic time. I took a bar game that I liked about 20 years ago and realized that I really had a passion for it. And I was meeting a lot of people and I had a great time. And so we stepped it up and now we do it all over Florida. We have about 150 to 175 locations throughout Florida where we host our shows at excellent and fun venues, and we get to meet fantastic people and entertain guests. And so we have a fantastic time. Thanks for asking.
I love trivia.
It's such a good time. And the Trivia Nation shows, and now granted I'm biased, but to me, the Trivia Nation shows surpass any of the others. And they're called shows because you should feel like you were part of an event when you've attended one of these. And so what we wanted today was because I'm one of the hosts, I rarely get to play team trivia. And you and I both love going down memory lane. We just love it.
And we've done trivia before.
We have.
Together.
We have. And we've not only played it, but we've spent entire episodes just literally remembering things.
Right.
And since we now have Steve here, who has not let us see see, we have not seen any of the questions we're going to be asked, but we want everyone listening to play along too. So what you're not going to hear is Christine and me, and this is what I think Chris was really worried about, us battling it out to see who can yell out an answer first. What's going to happen is no matter what, whether we know it or we don't know it, we're going to pause, we're going to talk it out like they make them do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes.
You know how they have to talk through it for like way too long.
Yeah.
And then come up with the answer, and in the course of it, maybe stir up some memories.
Yes.
What do you think?
I
Sound
think
fun?
it's going to be fun if it's like the John Denver Carpenter's Donny Osmond trivia.
And I'm more TV, movies, all the stuff that was going on in the news.
Yes.
So I made, Steve said that we needed to have our own unique sounding bell or buzzer, or Brandon might have said that. Brandon's here too from Trivia Nation. That's mine.
Okay. And this is mine.
Okay, so
Right on.
yours sounds old school game show, and mine sounds like my phone in the house growing up. Did anyone else have a phone that sounded like
I need
that?
Gene Rayburn.
Yeah, that is Gene Rayburn.
It is.
Which may not be a
We're
reference
going
everybody
back.
in this room
We are
gets.
going
Oh, yeah. We're going old school over here.
Do you know Gene Rayburn?
I don't
Match
even want
game.
to tell you.
Match
I don't
game.
want to
Match
tell you.
game.
Nice
Yeah,
job,
I know. You're not going to
ladies.
make us feel old. This is the one place in the world where we feel safe saying our
Right,
ages.
right. And we feel safe saying Gene Rayburn.
No,
Yeah.
right on.
With no apologies.
I think, Christine, I have some of the folks that you mentioned
Uh-oh.
earlier, so I think you might be able to have a leg up on Eden if that's not in her wheelhouse necessarily. We'll just start off. I think these should be thought provoking for your listeners and you guys. Start off with an easy one: true or false? Deborah Winger didn't win an Oscar in the 1980s. True or false? Deborah Winger didn't win an Oscar
Are you
in the
gonna buzz in on that?
1980s.
Well, let's see. Deborah Winger in the 80s. What
In the
would we have
80s.
seen her-
It was
Better
definitely
yet.
Terms of Endearment, I think.
Oh.
That or Urban Cowboy,
Wow.
but that was 1980. I think she won an Oscar for Terms of Endearment.
Okay. I could not have given you that.
Or did not, you said. Did not win an
But
Oscar.
you don't
That's
have
what
to
I'm
know.
asking. Yeah. So
Oh,
you think
yeah,
they did
because
not, then
Shirley
you would say
MacLaine, I
true.
think, did.
So
and
you
she
think
didn't.
Deborah Winger did not?
Did
you know
not.
what? Forget the buzzers. Let's be on the same team because I think we're going to need each other.
I think we are too.
I think we're going to need each
That's
other.
a
I'm
cool-
going to
that's a
say
good
no. I'm going to
You're gonna say
say
no?
to Terms of
But-
Endearment.
But the fact that you could pull Terms of Endearment is very impressive to me.
It was the saddest movie ever.
That's Laughter
ever.
Through Tears. No, that's Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, that's Steel Magnolias.
No wonder I was thinking
Terms of Endearment, when
Okay.
Deborah Winger's in the hospital dying of cancer, Shirley MacLaine is her mother.
Okay, yeah, I got that confused with the other one.
Jack
Shirley-
Nicholson was in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're saying
he was
she did not.
Garrett Breedlove.
Oh, now that
Stop
I
it.
wouldn't even have remembered his name though. But anyway,
Nice. Okay, you can be on our team the
He
next
was
time
so
we go to
cool.
play.
yeah,
that
he
movie.
was so cool. Yeah,
He
the
was-
convertible.
Do we think
he
she
had
got
he had
it?
a Corvette
Yep.
that they drove on the beach.
Yep.
I have seen Terms of
I
Endearment.
clearly haven't. I think I thought it was Steel Magnolias.
You have never seen Terms
I
of
do
Endearment.
not think I've seen that.
with Shirley MacLaine and Deborah Winger.
I'm hearing that it has Shirley MacLaine and
Okay.
Deborah Winger.
Ugh.
What's our final answer? No,
She
Oscar?
did not win
Deserved
the Oscar.
one maybe, but didn't get
Deserved
it?
an Oscar 100%.
Okay, so our final answer is no Oscar. How did
Final
we do?
answer is no Oscar. So that would be you're answering true to that. So Deborah Winger didn't win an Oscar in the 1980s. That's true. So you get it correct.
But what-
She was a
Yay!
nominee 3 times.
Oh,
Nominee.
that's
Three
what I mean.
times.
3 times.
So,
Because I knew she was bummed out when she didn't win the Terms of
So she was
yeah.
Officer and a Gentleman, right?
Oh, right.
Officer and a
Oh,
Gentleman.
my God.
and
I
Urban Cowboy.
And
And
Urban
Urban
Cowboy, which is
Cowboy.
your
I
movie
forgot
that you
about
love.
Officer and a Gentleman. Totally.
Okay.
You know what I heard, but I don't know that this is true, is she was the voice of E.T. You ever heard
I
that?
heard that.
Oh, no, I've never heard that.
I have heard that.
I think she was an amazing actress that didn't get enough credit for how amazing she was in everything she was
Uh-huh.
in. That's my thought, Deborah.
Okay,
What
so
did
we
you
have it on record.
Oh, Eden, you don't know the movie that well. What did you think about the relationship between the mother and daughter?
I loved it. That's why I think she should have won an Oscar, because it was so perfect when she was in the hospital and her mom was going crazy because they were ignoring her. They just played. They had really good chemistry, even though I heard they hated each other in real life. They had such good chemistry. I loved. Now you're going to make me want to see that movie with you.
I
in a
don't wanna
box of
see it.
Kleenex.
Let's try 80s.
Okay, good.
Let's try
All
80s. Alan Ruck, Jennifer Grey, Ben Stein.
I got
Dirty
it.
Dancing.
No.
No?
You got to slow down.
Oh.
Let's think about it. Okay. This one
Maybe
is.
I am a little
This one I've
competitive.
got. This one. You are. Actually, you are.
I know what it is.
Me too. Do you
okay.
know?
Oh, good.
Yes.
You're
I do
already,
too.
Christine,
I do
you're
too.
already
Okay.
wrong. You're already, you can't.
No, I
you
know.
can't.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I
Right
didn't even
on.
think of that. When I see Jennifer Grey, I think Dirty Dancing.
Yes, but Alan Ruck. The only thing I
Oh.
think of is Cameron and
Sure.
And
Nice.
Bueller.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eden, I forgot how smart you are.
Oh, she's smart.
love that
I talk to you all the
question.
time. I know how smart you are, but
I love
no,
that
right
question.
on.
These
You
are
nailed
so
it.
fun.
I thought you were
These
going
are
to give
great.
your listeners a little more time.
I thought we were too.
I know.
Chris.
I got a little crazy.
Talk out those characters. and those
okay,
actors.
okay.
I don't know.
I get a
That's
little
cool.
competitive
So
sometimes.
here's something fun. You can try this at home. If you ever have watched, I referenced this a few minutes ago, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You know how they like talk out loud those answers forever and you're like, come on already, just lock it in as your final
Right.
answer. Well, a friend of my daughter's was actually on the teen version of that show. And of course they make them do that.
Oh.
They want them to do that. So we started using that as a study guide when I would be quizzing her from her schoolwork. I would be like, pretend we're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and talk it through as I'll ask you the question and then you talk it through and then tell
Got
me
it.
what's your final answer and lock it in. And sometimes
Okay.
it sits in their brain a little better from that.
Study guide for what?
Like any class she
Oh,
was
okay.
taking in high
Okay.
school. Like let's say she wanted to know the Great Depression was in what year. Okay, talk it out. Well, it couldn't have been in this year. It must have been in that year. So I'm going to go with this final answer.
Okay.
It just kind
cool.
of makes it stick with them.
I've got 3 teens,
I
and
know
I
you
will be
do.
doing study guides and things like that. That was a great suggestion. How about okay?
That's just a
let's see.
podcast thing where you go off the rails on every topic and it doesn't matter how long it takes to get to it.
This will be okay. Anyway, animals. In what movie does the wife of the main character come home to find the family's pet rabbit has been boiled in pot?
Okay, hold off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, I know you
The
know
most
that.
terrifying
Gotta
movie of all time for every man in America.
Yep, that is true. Men learned.
They learned don't mess with women.
Okay, everybody should have shouted it out by now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
On
your
3.
listeners.
1, 2, 3.
Fatal
Attraction.
Attraction.
Way to go. So we had a 1 bonus point. Name the actress that plays the wife.
And
Ann Arbor.
Ann
Arbor?
No.
Ann Archer.
Ann Arbor.
That's in
Ann
Michigan.
Arbor is
Isn't
the
that
city
Michigan?
where University
Ann
of
Archer.
Michigan.
Ann
Yeah,
Archer.
Ann Archer.
Way to
Yeah.
go.
She was awesome.
Yep.
She was really good in that.
Listeners, I have not given them the questions or the answers. This is
No.
excellent. You guys are killing it.
Thank you.
All right, let's do
Imagine how much better we would do with cocktails.
Oh gosh.
We'll do this again with
Yeah.
cocktails.
interesting. Rom-com.
Okay.
Name it.
All right.
1988. Gina Gershon, Brian Brown, Kelly Lynch.
Okay, wait.
1988. Gina Gershon, Brian Brown,
Brian
Kelly Lynch. It's
Okay,
a
so-
rom-com. Name the movie.
That's a oh
You know this? Wait.
And you
I'm
just-
going to think.
Eden
that's it.
just said the word. Just said the word.
Go ahead.
cocktails.
That is correct. Cocktail. We'll give it to you. Cocktail. Eden
Nice.
just said cocktail. Then
That's
I
exactly
saw
right.
that question.
And
I
when
thought
I
it was
saw-
appropriate.
He tried to throw me off by not mentioning
Tom
Tom Cruise,
Cruise.
but when he said Gina Gershon and Brian,
Brian Brown is the
Brown.
one because I
Yeah.
remember I used to think he was Michael Caine.
Yeah.
He had that kind of same,
Yeah.
like a younger version of Michael Caine. But yep.
Well,
Ooh, I
I
haven't
didn't
seen
give you Matthew Broderick in Ferris Bueller.
I
either.
know.
I'm
That's
trying to throw you off
That
a
it
little
would
bit.
really-
That's a good way
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay, you guys are doing great. Let's see.
Wow, Kelly Lynch.
Yeah, God,
What
what
else
happened
was she
to her?
in?
Kelly
What's happened?
Lynch?
Yeah,
She was in that.
she was something before Cocktail.
She was in that
Wait, I thought it
TV show
What is she from?
that was really
I
popular.
thought Elizabeth Shue, wasn't she in Cocktail? No. Maybe
Yeah, she
not.
was in Cocktail.
Okay.
She was the girlfriend
Okay.
of Tom
Interesting.
Cruise.
Yes, that's right. I didn't
Yeah.
give you Elizabeth Shue
Yeah.
or Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I gave you 3 options.
Just trying to flex a little
Twin
bit.
Peaks.
Twin
Wasn't
Peaks,
she in
yes,
Twin Peaks?
yes.
Oh God. See, this would happen when you're old. It just comes at you out of nowhere.
But this is a good exercise
Yeah.
for everybody listening. You should be flexing these muscles regularly.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's try this. This is not movies, but
It can be whatever.
just name the singer who had the huge crossover hit called "Driving My Life Away."
Sorry. Wait.
No, it's okay.
This was my mother's favorite song.
A gasp is good.
Okay.
Do it.
She's got it.
Eddie Rabbit.
Right on. Eddie Rabbit is correct.
Ooh, I'm driving my life away.
What was his other? I don't even have it written down here. I'll have to look
His
it up.
other
What
big
was-
hit
yeah,
song?
yeah.
Okay, I know this. Eddie Rabbit was. Okay, now all I can think of is Driving My
I
Life
know,
Away. There's
because
another song too.
he had one other big hit song.
I mean, more on country radio. But
Yes,
the one
it
big hit
was.
song was Shoot, Shoot, Shoot. Now I have to put my fingers in my ear and try to think
Okay,
of
Eddie Rabbit.
Oh.
You Don't Love Me Anymore was one. It
That
was
I
a
don't know
slow
that
song.
Okay. Well, I can look at a list and tell you which
Urban
one was the
Cowboy.
hit.
It's something from Urban Cowboy, I think.
Really?
No, because he was of that year, like
Gosh.
1980,
It
80.
sucks because we just did the Driving My Life Away, so you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you can't
what's
get the
really
other
I can't
answer.
get that
Is there a
out.
Really
hint?
difficult.
Is there a
Okay.
hint at all? Like, probably not. Okay. Look at, I know I'll know it. If I pull
No,
up.
not Looking for Love. That's
No, you're
what's his
thinking of
name?
That's Johnny Lee. and
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
from
Ooh,
Urban Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Yeah, ooh, that's good. Good one. Eddie Rabbit.
I know when you say it, I'm going to go, oh my gosh.
Love a rainy night.
That's
Oh,
correct.
that's
Nice
it.
job.
She
Nice
got
job.
it. Love a Rainy Night.
Yes.
I think that your listeners will think that you are getting the answers, but
No.
or that
No.
someone is giving you the answers. But
Not at all.
I swear, this is just their knowledge.
It
It's
just
good.
takes a second.
This is good. Let's see.
Takes a little bit longer
Yep.
for some things.
God rest his soul. Eddie
What are the
Rabbit.
two? Who are the two singers? Who are the two singers that sang "I've Had the Time of My Life"?
Oh,
Yeah.
Give everyone a second. Shout it out in your
I've
car.
had the time of my life. I'd love to be playing this, but I don't think we can. Right? There you go.
I know them, but I'm gonna.
I know the girl.
Okay,
Let
say
me
who's
think.
the girl?
Diane Warren.
No,
No?
no. But you're not terribly far off. Jennifer Warren.
Oh, Jennifer Warren. Okay.
And-
And
No, that's not right.
Last name.
It's
I
not
have-
Warren.
Let me see.
I thought it
Go
was.
ahead.
Bill
Keep
Medley.
going.
no.
not
Bill
Bill
Medley is correct. Bill
Bill
Medley. is
Medley?
correct.
Yeah. And I thought it was Jennifer Warren, but maybe
It's
not.
close. I think it's close.
Okay.
I have Jennifer
Bill?
Warren's.
Warren's.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Sorry.
Make sure.
I said Diane
Yeah,
Warren.
you're right.
So there
Pretty
you
good.
go.
She writes a lot of songs.
Oh, she writes a lot.
She writes
Okay.
a lot of songs.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
okay.
I'm gonna go
Lay them
a
on
little
us.
older. I think. Let's see. Those are all. What were those? Those are all 80s.
Okay.
Did we do that? Let's see. How about? Okay, this will let you do what you're talking about. You did with your daughter. Within 2 years, either way.
Okay.
Queen's "A Night at the Opera" album was released in what year? So think
Okay,
about
so
when you
Queen's
were
"A Night
in
at the Opera."
whatever year
That would
you
be
were
the
in
one-
school. Queen's "A Night at the Opera."
I'm thinking that's got to have Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
Yes.
Opera, Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so when did that come out?
I was in middle school.
You were in middle school. Okay,
Mhm.
I was in elementary school.
Right.
Because I remember, I think it would have been, I'm going
to guess?
to guess one, but this
Okay.
is not locked in. Okay. I feel like that came out when I lived, because you sometimes, this isn't going to help anyone else, but sometimes you remember like where you lived when
Mhm.
you heard it. And if I was still living in Miami, that would make it between 75 and 77.
Oh.
So what were you going to say?
I was going to say 76.
Should we go with that?
Sure.
76.
Ding 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 ding. It was 1975.
Okay, so
Oh.
we still got it right,
But
though.
we're giving you a couple
Okay.
years leeway. So
Okay.
that
Yes,
was
so we had
great.
2 years
75,
leeway.
76.
Fantastic work. Okay,
Love
good.
it. Love it.
This is fun, I think. Orchestra.
Our quality of life matters. Menopause shouldn't take anything away from us. No two women experience it the same way.
And yet none of us are alone.
Hormone Harmony recognizes all of those symptoms we've talked about so much on this podcast, like feeling down and uncomfortable in your own body.
Hot flashes, sleepless nights.
Now it's easier to manage menopause with Hormone Harmony, science-backed herbal extracts called adaptogens. They help the body adapt to stressors like chaotic hormonal changes.
Women cannot stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds.
That
Wow.
really says something. The biggest benefit I'm hearing about is, quote, feeling like myself again. That is what women are mentioning over and over again in their reviews. For a limited time, you can get 15% off on your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code UUPodcast at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use the code UUPodcast for 15% off today. Uncluttered and Unfiltered is supported by Hearts for Minds. Can you imagine waiting 11 years to get screened for cancer? On average, people with mental health issues experience an 11-year delay between symptoms and seeking help, and close to 2/3 of mental illnesses go untreated. Hearts for Minds promotes healthy lives by promoting mental health education, facilitating early identification, and connecting people to treatment. Are you ready to learn more? Go to heartsforminds.org. That's hearts, the number 4, minds.org for more information or to learn how you can help.
What singer created the Love Unlimited Orchestra that had a 1973 hit with this song, which is Love's Theme? Some consider this song to be the first hit in the disco era. What singer created the Love Unlimited Orchestra that had a 1973 hit with the song Love's Theme? Some consider this song to be the first hit in the disco era.
And it's...
Brandon, would you be knowing any of these?
Would you know this one? Some of them? Okay. So I know this.
Can anyone hum it?
Not really. I mean, no, probably not.
No?
I can't.
Okay.
Because I can't hum that low.
Oh. When you say it, I'll know it, but...
Is it Barry White?
No.
Is it Barry White?
It's Barry White?
Yeah. Yep. Dun, dun, dun,
Wait,
dun,
Barry
dun,
White
dun,
was
dun,
the...
dun, dun, dun,
I didn't know
dun.
Barry White.
Yep.
But he doesn't sing in it, does he?
Nope.
Oh, okay, because that's probably why I don't know. It was because you're
That's
used
a
to
good
that
reason.
deep voice.
That's a good reason to not know.
No wonder you
Wow.
invited me for this. Yeah, you're killing it. These are not the easiest ones, by the way. That was
Wow,
not,
Barry
that was one of
White was hard because I didn't know that he did that. I always thought he was just a singer.
Right, exactly. He's got that deep voice too.
Yeah.
So that's funny though. The disco era was so, like, if you think about it, those songs that we have, like, that was before they started using drum machines.
Right.
So everything was like really orchestral.
Right.
Y'all were really young when this happened. Gone too soon. Dwayne Allman and Jim Morrison died in the same year. What year was it? Make you get it right on.
Oh, Jim
Dwayne
Morrison.
Allman,
Okay.
Jim Morrison.
Dwayne Allman. Okay. Wow.
Greg just died in 2017. So.
Right. That's right. Okay. So, boy, is that going to be a tough one.
Jim Morrison.
That had to be.
That had to be
Did he make it to
early.
the 70s?
Yeah, he made it
to
like
the
to
70s?
I'm going to say 1970.
Okay. I would get behind that just because I didn't know he even went into the 70s.
Come
So I
on, now touch me, babe. That was 70s.
Oh, it was? Okay. So do you want to?
No, that was 60. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 70s.
Okay.
So I'm going to say anyone wearing the early 70s, 70, 71, like that,
Okay.
72.
So do you want to go 71, 70? What do you want to put down on our sheet of paper that we're going to bring on up to the host?
No leeway.
No leeway on this one. It has to be dead on.
I don't know exactly. I
don't
just
either.
know it was early 70s.
Okay. So you want to go 71?
Let's say 71.
All right. We're going with 71.
And the correct answer is 1971.
Stop it!
Man, y'all are killing me. I'm so
I
proud of
remember
you.
when he
So proud
died.
of you.
It was very traumatic for a lot of people because it was that old rumor that he died in the bathtub. You know what I
Oh.
mean?
He did. It was in Paris.
Yeah. And so everybody was like, he died in the bathtub, you know? It was a
Yeah.
big deal.
That would be a big deal. Huh.
And motorcycle accident for Dwayne.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I wouldn't have remembered what year for that for sure.
Y'all are doing great. I
you.
swear, I think this will sound like we gave you the questions.
No, you didn't.
That's
But
how,
this is
that's
fun.
what I think,
It's
but
so fun.
you guys are doing so well. So, comedies.
This is why you bring your mom to trivia with you
Right.
guys.
Comedies quotes.
Okay.
I can't believe this. They blanking forgot my birthday was a quote from a 1980s comedy. Need the name of the movie, name of the actress, and the name of the character.
I know this one.
I can't believe this. They blanking forgot
I
my
know.
birthday.
Okay.
Was a quote from a
Yeah.
famous 80s comedy.
Yeah.
Name the movie, actress, and her character.
Okay, we're giving everybody a chance to get caught up here. Who was it that said it? You need the character name too?
If
Is that what you
for
said?
an extra
Okay,
point.
so it was. Oh no, maybe that was her name in another movie. Okay, so obviously
16 Candles.
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald.
And her name
What
wasn't
her-
Claire in that. Was it? No, that was another movie. What
Wait.
was her name in?
No, wait.
What was her name in?
Wait. In 16, oh yeah, Claire, you're thinking The Breakfast Club. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know her name. I won't come up with that
wait a minute.
at all.
God.
No? No,
I
you don't have it.
I don't have
it
it
at all.
either.
No chance. I don't know.
Name is Samantha.
Oh,
Sam.
Sam.
Couldn't have given it to
Sam.
you.
Okay.
Remember
Dang
they make
it.
that comment in Breakfast Club about the name Claire?
Yes.
Yes.
Something like a fat girl's
Yes.
name. And
Yes.
You feel awful. Like you feel awful for
Oh, I
Yes.
loved The Breakfast Club. Best movie.
girls that are named that at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
just like I
"Wow,
feel bad
great."
for Karens now. Like
Oh,
all the
sure.
Karens I know that aren't Karens. You know, you get that. Yeah.
My wife's Becky, and so, but she was young when Sir Mix-a-Lot came out with
Oh
I Like
my
Big Butts.
God, Becky.
Yeah, look at her butt,
Look
Becky.
at her.
So
butt.
that's what everyone says. Anyway, that's a Becky, but everyone has a name except
Yeah.
for Eden, who no one
Yeah.
else has named. But
Mhm.
all right, let's do.
That was a good one.
How
That was a
about?
great one.
Oh, okay. Droids.
Okay.
Dot Matrix was a persnickety 80s movie character. Who was the actress that played her and in what movie? Dot Matrix was a persnickety 80s movies character. Who was the actress that played her and in what movie?
Wow.
Wait.
Brandon might know.
Wait, say that
Yeah.
again.
Sure. The character's name is Dot Matrix.
Oh, that's the character's name. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm wondering if it's animated.
Oh,
I don't know. Are we
I
allowed
can give
to-
you a hint.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. She's essentially playing C-3PO, but in a
Oh.
mockumentary, in a
Oh.
mock comedy.
A mock. Okay. So I'm thinking of
So-
Spaceballs or something like that.
Nailed it. Nailed
Oh.
the
Oh,
movie. Nailed the movie.
Spaceballs?
Who is the actress?
Oh,
Who is the voice?
who?
I
could-
knew space. I mean, I love Spaceballs,
Right.
but I don't
But
even
who is
remember.
the actress in that? My gosh, I don't have a clue. Was it somebody? Let's see if that's like a Mel Brooks thing.
Yeah.
So he might have had, he always had that cast of character like Madeline Kahn and all those kind of. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
That's great. Yeah, it's close on the same
He
line
had
of
like
Madeline
Terry
Kahn.
Garr,
She's a
Cloris Leachman.
she's a
Yeah.
stand-up comedian.
Oh,
She had her own
Joan
talk show.
Rivers.
Joan Rivers is correct.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding,
oh,
ding, ding,
that's
ding, ding.
right.
Yes.
That's right. Now
Did
I
she have a
forgot
sh-
about that.
Did she have a show with her daughter, or was she just
did.
on the
She had
Emmys or whatever?
No, she did that whole
The red carpet.
red
thing.
carpet thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that for a while, but then it even went beyond that, I think. Even past like awards shows, they would constantly do the Fashion Police.
Oh, yeah, Fashion Police.
Yeah. So Fashion Police is the next question we got.
Right.
Oh man, this will be too easy for you.
That's okay.
Oh,
Give
that's
us
okay.
some softballs.
Name the actress. She starred in all of the following films: Absence of Malice, Places in the Heart, and Murphy's Romance.
Can I say it?
Give it a second for everybody else. I don't
I
know
love
what it
her
is.
Malice,
so
I don't
Places
know what
in
it
the
is.
Heart, and Murphy's
I
Romance.
love her so much.
Who is
I
it?
did.
Sally Fields.
Is that
That's
right?
correct. Yeah,
Yes.
Sally Field.
I love her
Yay.
so
I
much.
have a lot of, so I took some questions that I wrote specifically for some theme nights that we had, and you'll notice a lot of them, I like asking questions that I think more women will know than men.
Yeah.
I like
'Cause
having women at our
I
shows.
I
So
love Sally Fields. She was great.
A lot of these are just naturally go more toward
That's
possibly
so smart.
movies that women are enjoying more.
Plus,
than
it's more
men.
fun at the table if the women are happy, and if the women are the ones who are like nailed it, and the guys are not knowing. That's a good feeling when you come away from a night like that.
Well,
you know?
also in real life, you're having some cocktails while you're doing this.
Of course.
So, you know,
Yeah,
It's just, you could have ended that sentence earlier. It's just more fun when women are there.
it's just more fun.
I've
women
just
bring the
noticed
fun.
that when we have games and there's 50% women or more, it's like, wow, this is so much more fun. Absolutely so much more fun. So, and again, thanks for having me today. It's
Always.
a lot of fun. So let's see. Just had something good, I thought. Cast party. Oh, y'all might know this. Cast party. 3 actors or actresses all in the same movie. This might throw you off a little bit. Vincent D'Onofrio, Matt Damon, Julia Roberts, Annabelle Gish.
Well, repeat the question now.
Sure. Cast party. So I'm going to give you a set of actors or actresses, and they're all in one particular movie together.
Together.
Yes.
Okay, say it again.
Vincent D'Onofrio, Matt Damon, Julia Roberts, Annabelle Gish.
Oh, boy.
Annabeth Gish. Excuse me.
Okay. Mystic Pizza is what I'm going to go with. And I know I didn't give any time, so let me.
No, I don't know this one. I mean, not that.
Only because that's like one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
I believe that, and that Matt Damon should throw you off. He's in there. I think he's uncredited.
Right.
I think it's his first movie.
I was going to say
ever.
that threw me off because I don't remember Matt Damon being in that.
If I would have thought harder about the Matt Damon thing, it would have made me not answer correctly.
Right.
But I didn't think about it. I immediately went to the name Annabeth Gish, and I'm like, I only know one movie with that person
in it. Yeah.
And Julia Roberts in it too. So,
Eden, do you want to try one of these chronological order questions? One of the finals type?
Oof, those are tough. Those are tough.
Let's see. I think,
let's give it a
this
try.
one might be okay. These are all, again, between 70s and 80s.
Okay.
We've asked these at 70s nights or 80s nights. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a list of 4 people, and I want you to put them in order earliest to be born to most recent. Earliest to be born.
So oldest to youngest.
To youngest.
Okay.
That's correct. They might not still be living. Here we go.
Oh.
They are
Okay, so born. That's why the born versus age. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Prince,
Mm-hmm.
Rob Lowe,
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper,
Uh-huh.
Ted Danson.
Wow. That makes it so much tougher when they're not all living because
Prince.
you'd have to know what would Prince be now.
Rob Lowe,
Gosh.
Cyndi Lauper,
Anything I say would be a total
Ted
guess.
Danson.
How old do
I'm
you
going
think?
to say Rob Lowe's the youngest.
You think so? How old do you think he is?
I think he's
And he's got to be
62,
2,
3.
62,
4.
63. Okay, what about Prince? He would be, wow. So what was it like in 2000? I can't remember what year, but
I think he's maybe he's younger than Rob Lowe.
I don't know. This is so hard.
Cyndi Lauper,
She's got to be 70, right? No?
I think she's old. Yeah. I think
she's the firstborn of all of them. Cyndi
No,
Lauper.
you don't think Ted Danson?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So let's go Ted Danson. You're right.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper. Prince.
Rob
Lowe.
Or Rob Lowe Prince.
Pick one. What do you think?
Let's say Rob Lowe Prince.
Okay, so what do we have first?
Ted Danson.
Then we have Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
Then we have.
He has a look of I'm wrong.
Okay.
No, no.
You can't ever read his face.
But I just want you to. I want you to think a little bit more.
Okay,
maybe,
so I
if
think
that's
the
okay.
thinking point would be Prince. I think we're thinking of him being in his 50s, but I think that we have to think back to how long it's been.
When were his first hits?
Yeah, like he
In
was
the 80s.
In the late 70s.
Late 70s.
And he was 17, 18 years old then. So what would that be like? So he
what
would
was
be
his hit in the 70s?
1999 was.
Oh,
pretty
that was in the
sure.
70s.
Controversy. I think.
Yeah.
And so he was probably, 20 years old? I mean, he was
18,
young.
yeah.
Yeah.
1999 might have been the 80s. Let me look it up. I don't have a sidekick.
I don't know.
But Rob Lowe in his height, like St. Elmo's Fire and all
That
that.
was the 80s.
That was the 80s. And he was like 18, 19 also. He was young.
Shoot, I hope everyone listening is shouting out answers at us right now.
I'm going to stick
Let's lock in for the sake of movement.
I'm going to say, I still think Rob Lowe's the youngest.
Okay, so
Rob Lowe.
Okay, so who do you think is the oldest? I think
Ted Danson.
Okay, I think Cyndi Lauper's older than Ted Danson.
You do?
Yes, I think she's like 70 something. But then again, he would be too, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's pick something. Okay, so you want to go Ted Danson first, then Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
Then
I say It's those two are throwing me off.
Okay, so let's
Prince.
block in Rob Lowe, then Prince.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Rob Lowe, then Prince.
What are their ages?
And I hope Rob Lowe isn't listening right now.
One of them was born in 1947. The oldest, you know him as Sam Malone from Cheers.
Okay,
That's
so
Ted
you're right.
Danson.
Ted
So the
Danson.
oldest is 47. Ted Danson, born in 1953.
Okay.
She had a
Cindy
hit
Lauper.
with Girls Just Want to Have
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay.
1958. He's a Minnesota man.
Oh,
Prince.
Prince.
And
Okay.
then 1964 is Rob Lowe.
There you go.
So that was a pretty big.
So Rob
I gave
Lowe is 2 years younger than we said. He's 60.
He's young.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Yeah. That's what I was
Wow.
going to say.
All right. Well,
Okay.
why don't we end it there? We'll do some more stuff on our Patreon. So
Yeah.
if you are really into this and you love playing along and you want to see it and you want to see Mr. Stephen Howard and you want to see all this on Patreon, everything we do is there's always a video version of it and
Yes.
with no commercials and all of that on Patreon for just $5 a month. You can subscribe there and other bonus content as well. In the meantime, I got to say, if anyone is in the state of Florida and you're not going to trivianation.com to see where, after listening to this, to see where to find Trivia Nation shows, you're missing out.
Thanks, Eden.
Because I know we have lots of listeners in Miami and in Tampa and in the Orlando area and all over Florida, as well as all over the world. So you guys should find yourself a trivia show. It's so much fun. Let us know how you do when you go to play. And how do you want to end?
We would love to have you. And whether you're married or single, it's a great place to meet people if you're single. And it's a fantastic night out with your spouse. So please.
Hear that, ladies? If you're single,
Seriously.
go
Yeah.
do some trivia. You'll not only have fun, but you never know.
You could meet someone.
never know.
Someone like that. I always thought it'd be a good first date. Like if you were meeting on.
Oh,
an
I
app or whatever, I think it'd
disagree.
be- You do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get crazy
Depends.
during trivia. I wouldn't
don't-
want a first date seeing me. You saw when I thought I knew something, I almost had a heart attack.
Okay,
I mean,
but do you think that's a good thing to get to know that about a person on right off?
We have a lot
That-
of people who I'll meet that are on first dates. But my next door neighbors just went out on their 10th anniversary and they went to one of our shows the other day. I was there.
yeah, that I could
love that.
see
So- but
because
yeah,
my
I
husband
think-
already knows I'm crazy. But I'm just saying, if it's a first date, you kind of want to
You might
be impressed. And when I go, oh my God, I've got it. Sit back, don't move. He'd
You'll
be like, oh
okay,
my God, she's insane.
She wants control. She wants
right.
control.
Yes, exactly.
But I like Eden.
That's
like,
exactly
you're,
it.
You're trying to figure out whether or not this person knows anything at all.
That's what I want to know.
Right.
I want to know how they thrive under pressure. I want to know if they're big gamblers. There's a lot you can learn about a person.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
trivia. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe third date.
Third date, I'd
Third
be
or fourth
in.
date.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever the case may be, remember with all things, whether it's being highly competitive when you go out on a date night or just staying home and playing along with us on our podcast, remember, as always, you can let it go.
And don't look back.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody in the elevator says, Happy Friday! Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger Pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care, is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.